My name's Randy, or Randolph, or Andrew. That's my birth name, actually. Andrew. Yeah, fun fact. I do Pokemon, so I've got a PokéRand website. It's where we sell, packs, singles, slabs, all that stuff. We're buying as well at the minute, so you can go on there and buy. Sorry, you can go on there and sell your cards to us. It's the best way in the country to sell your cards. You don't have to go on eBay. You don't have to let it sit there. Just add to cart, and I'll pay whatever price it says on the screen. Obviously, founded Ace Grading as well, so the grading company is doing really well right now and smashing it. So we're trying to raise the capacity there. But I used to do I do YouTube in general. I always had a passion for Pokemon, so I like to do Pokemon as well.
That was going to be my question, because obviously, like I said as we were walking over, the PokéRand brand has been around for a while, but it seems like that's really ramping up now. I know you from the YouTube stuff. Have you always been into Pokemon from a kid and it was something you've always wanted to do, and then when you had those two worlds sort of collide?
Yeah, well, I was like everyone, 5 or 6 years old, opening base set, all that stuff. My mum used to buy loads of packs from my neighbor. He was like he had a Pokemon club. Every Tuesday, you go to the Pokemon club, and he had distributor access back then, so she would just always buy booster boxes for my brother and myself, and we just used to fill the binders, and she would never let us play with it, or she wouldn't let me play with the cards, so I couldn't make decks. Had to just keep them in the binder, sealed, sleeved. But then obviously 20 years later, when I'm starting to grade, that's amazing, because they're all a gem, or 9s. So sort of, I was doing YouTube and stuff, doing music, and it was getting a little bit like stressful. Obviously, in that world, you get a lot of comments, a lot of people are like saying stuff. So I was like, let me try. I was trying to find a hobby. So I went to I went to a convention, saw some packs there, started buying them, and realized how much I love Pokemon again. I always played the games. I always played every game on the DS. I used to go and compete. I was never very good, but I always loved Pokemon. So then I got back into the cards, and then I was like just opening YouTube videos casually, and then I was like, I've got to like try and get away to get rid of all this bulk, all the more duplicates, and start a PokéRand store. And then since then it was going crazy. Then again, life got in the way. Took a few years off, really. Still trying to post, but I wasn't that consistent. And then now back in it, strong, so grinding.
That's what I mean. It was like the 2020, 2021 post. I was like, oh, this looks really cool. And then it kind of, you were doing other, like you say, life got busy and life got pretty crazy. It's all exciting.
Definitely.
But then, to be able to come back to it, and as you say, like, sometimes it can be a bit negative and stuff, but I've been here, like, walking around and seeing the queue that was here to see you as a person, like, great people in the hobby that love it and that are approachable are just absolute gems. And how did that feel, having a queue all the way around yesterday, besides tiring and not being able to eat?
Oh, no, it's so tiring, but it was good. I enjoy it. Obviously, you're doing it through a screen, and you see comments and stuff, but when you see comments, it's sort of online, like digital. When you come see people, also I'm putting like faces to names as well. So I got some whatnot mods that I don't even know who they are, but then they come and say, oh, I'm this person, not Jason. I'm like, oh, nice to meet you. So it's always nice to put these community members, put a face on them, So I love doing that, and I just love Pokemon, and I love YouTube as well, and I love like sort of marketing. So I just like put it in one go, and then now I get to enjoy my work, So I'm enjoying it. Really.
What's coming up next for PokéRand? What's the most exciting thing that's coming up that you're like, I can't wait until that starts happening, or is it just keep riding that wave because it's just so fun, everything that you're doing?
So I'm bringing staff in now. So far it's sort of just been me and a few family members, but now I'm starting to hire. I'm too busy now, so I'm actually hiring people, and it's going really well. So work on the shop. So I'm hoping to open a storefront. I've got it already sort of like partitioned out, but I'm not sure if I want to do that yet. We'll see. The next is going to be very popular and very busy. It'll be like this, like the car show. It'll be like that all day. So at the minute, we work on the streaming. So I've got some staff in to stream. So I've got my Whatnot account, Randolph. I've got the PokéRand Whatnot account. So I'll have streamers on there doing singles, doing packs, doing slabs. And then so I'm working on that, working on the e-commerce store as well. So it's moving quite fast pace right now, but obviously I'm enjoying it,
And you're still obviously finding time to do, as you mentioned, ace grading. Like,
the
amount of people that are walking around talking about ace grading, that love it. I really like the fact that it's like the top of the slab is that custom and based on what the card it is. Was that something that you always wanted to do when you were setting up the grading company?
Since day one. That was since day one. That I remember the partners and I were sort of sketching out initial ideas, because originally we were like, we can't really do this, can we? And then the more we sort of looked into it and we sort of put our ideas on the table, we were like, actually, we can do this, because I think we've got the passion there, and I think what I like to do with PokéRand and my YouTube and stuff is always have the authenticity there. So I know that like what do I want as a collector in a grading company. And that's what we did. We just built it exactly the way we wanted. And obviously it took a few years. And to be fair, that's why I stepped back from PokéRand a little bit, because I was building Ace. And then sort of like a point last year where I was like, the product's perfect now. Like the slab's perfect, the labels are perfect. Like everything's like, just there now. And then that's the point where I started blowing up. I got an amazing team at Ace. We're at like 36 staff now, hiring more every day. Looking at massive expansion. So it's amazing, really. And then, again, what I love about Ace is that it's like a true collector's item, the value is actually getting up there now. It's really, really strong, especially in the UK, in the conventions like this. But also, it's like every time feel like Ace is like the collector's grading company, and that's what we always wanted, you know. So the value will come over time as it is now, but it's just like, you know, people come to say to me like, oh, my PC's all in Ace, you know, I love this. It's just like amazing, really.
I hear that a lot. Like that's what I've been hearing is it is a lot of PC collectors are like, yeah, but you could get more money or minimal amount of money from this other branding company. It's like, it's not about the money for me. It's about loving what I've got, and it's going back to that base level of being a collector, being that 5-year-old, like you said, like loving Pokemon, and that's why you're back into it.
Well, that was
that's what I see through it.
Yeah, the goal for us was never to try and like make it be worth a lot. I think new grading companies come out, and you can see that their main goal is to try and like shill it and try and get it to be worth something. But for us, the goal is the product and the service. So as long as the product's good and the service is good, everything will follow. You know, so that's why we've been quite slow in our marketing. Even though obviously I'm from this background in YouTube, you know, got a lot of connections that I can sort of pull into it. I'm sort of like, nah, let's work on the community first, and the rest will follow. And then now, as you're starting to see the value go up, you're starting to see the submissions go crazy. You know, so it's like the plan's working. You know, so I'm also, because it's working, I'm sort of even more excited for the future, because I know that once we start growing and start actually being able to compete with the big guys, we can actually do what they're doing even better, you know. So at the start, it's like, okay, we're new, we're small, whereas now we're like, actually, we can actually do what we want to do now. So it's good, very good.
Awesome. I can't wait to catch up with you in a few months' time and just say how much it's progressed and how much it keeps progressing. You know, we'll keep checking in, but
for sure.
Like I said, this convention is full of people talking about Ace grading and PokéRand, so it's a perfect time to be Randolph right now.
Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, it's tiring, but it's good. Nice one.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That was
Appreciate
awesome.
Thank you so much.